Have you ever wondered what happens when you mix a little creativity with a dash of science? Well, get ready, because today we're diving into some weird science experiments that will totally shock you. First up, let's talk about the classic elephant toothpaste. Now, this isn't your everyday dental care routine. Imagine a foamy explosion that looks like a giant tube of toothpaste just exploded. All you need is hydrogen peroxide, dish soap, and a splash of yeast. When you mix these together, the yeast acts as a catalyst, breaking down the hydrogen peroxide and releasing oxygen. And boom, you've got a colorful, foamy eruption that can shoot up to 3 feet in the air. It's messy, it's fun, and it looks like something straight out of a cartoon. Now, hold on tight, because our next experiment is both mesmerizing and a little creepy. It's the dancing oobleck. Oobleck is a non-Newtonian fluid that behaves like a solid when you apply pressure, but flows like a liquid when you don't. To make it, mix cornstarch and water in a bowl until you get a thick, gooey consistency. Then, place it on a speaker that's playing some bass-heavy music. As the beats drop, you'll see your oobleck start to bounce and jiggle, almost like it's dancing. It's a fantastic way to visualize sound waves, and it'll leave you utterly fascinated. Next, let's experiment with fire. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to make a fire tornado, or a fire whirl if you want to get technical. You'll need a metal container, some paper, and a fan. Start by crumpling the paper into a loose ball and placing it in the metal container. Light the paper on fire, then turn on the fan. As the flames rise, the fan will create a whirlwind effect, and before you know it, you'll see a small tornado of fire. Just be careful. This experiment is definitely for the brave and should only be done with adult supervision. Now, let's switch gears to something a little sweeter, the magic milk experiment. Grab a shallow dish, some milk, food coloring, and dish soap. Pour the milk into the dish, then add a few drops of different food coloring around the surface. Finally, dip a cotton swab into dish soap and touch it to the center of the milk. Watch in awe as the colors swirl and dance, creating a mesmerizing display. The soap breaks down the fat in the milk, causing the colors to spread out like a beautiful galaxy. Ever heard of the Coke and Mentos phenomenon? This one is a classic for a reason. Take a bottle of Diet Coke and a pack of Mentos. When you drop the Mentos into the Coke, the reaction happens almost instantaneously. Carbon dioxide bubbles form rapidly, and before you know it, you've got a geyser of soda shooting up into the sky. It's not just about the sugar, it's all about the surface area of the Mentos, which creates a chain reaction. Just make sure you're outside for this one. It can get a little wild. And now, for something completely out of this world. Let's make a homemade lava lamp. Grab a clear bottle, water, vegetable oil, food coloring, and Alka-Seltzer tablets. Fill the bottle halfway with water. Then pour in the oil. Add a few drops of food coloring and watch as it sinks through the oil. Now, break an Alka-Seltzer tablet into pieces and drop them into the bottle. Suddenly, you'll see colorful bubbles rising and falling like a mini lava lamp. It's a simple and stunning way to explore density and chemical reactions. Last but not least, let's talk about the invisible ink experiment. All you need is lemon juice, a cotton swab, and some paper. Dip the cotton swab in lemon juice and write a secret message on the paper. Once it dries, you can't see it. But when you hold it up to a heat source, like a light bulb, the message will magically appear. It's a fantastic way to play with chemistry and keep your secrets safe. So there you have it, some of the weirdest, wildest science experiments that are sure to shock and amaze you. Whether you're exploding foamy toothpaste or dancing with oobleck, science is all around us, waiting to be discovered.